when power isn't enough. Delving into The Chase. The unspoken subtitle for The Chase, the second book in the series, has always been retribution, a theme that could also be dubbed revenge. True to form, Ives pursues the book's first nemesis, David Seagate, the Director of Internal Affairs for the Bureau. Seagate has spent his career targeting exceptional special agents, and Ives has been a particular focus of his ire. Over Ives' 17-year Bureau career, Seagate has made 36 failed attempts to oust him. When his direct attacks failed, Seagate aimed for Ives' heart, targeting Allina, the woman he loves, in the killing game. In The Chase, readers discover exactly what happens when someone crosses that line with Ives. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that not all of Allina's struggles are due to Ives' enemies. Many of her trials began long before she and Ives ever met. Allina is a key figure in multiple plots involving Ives as the ultimate target. Once Ives takes down Seagate and his sinister ally, Dr. Fleming, his attention shifts to a new mastermind, Jeffrey Shepard. Shepard, as Walzinski pointed out in the first book, is a chameleon of identities. The man from the library, Jeff Shepard, alias Jeff Saravel, alias Tim Wallstein, alias. Shepard's pursuit of Allina becomes the catalyst for Ives' promotion to Chief of Investigation. Now the second most powerful man in global law enforcement, Ives must operate within the limits of his new role. Under intense scrutiny, he relies on his Libra sense to maintain balance, navigating the demands of his position while trying to build the life he longs for with Allina. Her calm, adaptive nature becomes his anchor, even as she conceals her growing fears for his safety. The Chase reveals deeper layers of Ives' character and the internal struggles that shape him. Readers gain insight into his unwavering faith and the strength it provides. Ives, who learned to speak many of the languages he knows by studying the Bible, surprises even the courtroom during the pre-trial hearings for Seagate and Fleming. When asked how many times he's read the Bible, he responds with a breakdown by age and translation, revealing that he read it 7 times by age 19 and twice more since. He lists the versions and languages, Croatian, Latin, Italian, French, English, Greek, Russian, and adds that he's also studied the Hebrew texts in Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic. This display stuns the court and unnerves his enemies. In his testimony, Ives offers a window into his spiritual life. "In my profession, I need God and His guidance more than anything else." He pauses, smiles, and adds, "Well, that and my wife." This moment underscores the depth of Ives' faith and the priority he places on his relationship with Allina. Through the trials he faces, Ives grows, not just as a man, but as someone deeply rooted in faith. Time and again, he sets aside worldly concerns to do what he knows is right, relying on God's guidance to overcome overwhelming tragedies. He understands a truth many overlook, that the only real, unstoppable power in the world comes from God. Despite the horrors he endures, Ives remains steadfast in his belief that God's plan, though incomprehensible at times, is always purposeful. As The Chase nears its conclusion, Ives faces a breaking point. He comes to terms with the fact that God has allowed him to experience the worst, again, but he accepts this with faith, even as it shatters him. By the end of the book, Ives transforms once more. He becomes a fusion of the man he was before Allina and the man he is after tragedy. In a split second, he undergoes a profound change that propels him into an uncertain future. With only a faint glimmer of hope and the promises of God's word, he moves forward, proving that even in the face of unimaginable loss, life must go on for us all. Thank you for watching.